Hey guys, welcome to another video here on the FS2004 Aviation Pro channel. Today I've got 5 tips for you to make your VATSIM flights as easy as possible. The first tip is know your aircraft. It's very important to actually know how your aircraft works, and especially how the FMC, for example, works, because otherwise you're going to run into trouble when you're making your flights. So make sure you train train offline first and get to know your aircraft as good as possible, okay? The second thing is prepare your flights. It's very important to do some flight preparation, like I did here. I've got here some notes for this flight to Vienna, and I've got here my route we're going to fly today. So that's very important. So prepare your flight, check the weather at both airports, check the airport procedures, and just make sure you know what's going to be waiting for you out there, okay? Tip 3 is charts. Charts are very important. I'm just going to get the route aside here, and as you can see, I've got here some charts of Amsterdam Schiphol airports, and here's the ground chart. Charts are essential for your flying, especially the ground chart, for example, because then you actually know where to go. Like today we're standing over here, and we just see the taxi right there. So that's very important. Make sure you print your charts or use an iPad or something, so you can actually see where you're going and what the procedures are. And as you can see, this SID card chart gives a very nice representation of the routes we're going to fly. We're going to fly the Lunix 1 Sharma departure today. Okay, so that's number 3, the charts. It's very important. Then number 4, try to use as much as possible key assignments. As you can see, I've here got an old keyboard over here that I've used to assign a lot of keys to using the iFly 737. Just get to a good view here. I got here, I can modify the course and the speed, the heading, the altitude and the vertical speed, and also here I can modify the displays. I can just display the airports, the data, the position, and all the stuff you can basically find on the MCP panel. And then I've got this one here, this is the terrain radar. I haven't labeled it yet, but I will do that in a few days. I can show you terrain radar. It's showing some water now around Amsterdam. I'm just gonna turn it off again. So try to assign as much as possible keys with your add-on. Most payware add-ons are able to do that right now. It just makes flying easier, Right now I don't have to use my mouse anymore during the departure and the approach. The only thing I have to use my mouse for is for radio tuning. But that's okay, I can basically very quickly make sure that the autopilot is fully set and all that kind of stuff. So I don't have to mess around with the mouse, because you simply don't have time to mess around with the mouse, especially in the virtual cockpit. And the last tip number 5, is your joystick here. Make sure you assign keys to the joystick as well. And this key over here, I'm using it as a push-to-talk key. So it's very easy while flying around. I only have to push this key and I'm transmitting on the frequency. You can do this via the famous flight simulator module FSUIPC, and you can assign this key to transmit via Squawk Box. So it only works for Squawk Box. I don't know if it works for FS, but for Squawk Box it does. Okay, so while flying around I only have to push this button, and I don't have to use the keyboard or anything. And then of course assign all your keys you have. This is the head switch to look around. I've used this for flaps down, this one for flaps up, this trim down, trim up. And I got some other keys over here. Of course I've got the throttle here, focus, and I'm using these keys to select the transponder setting. This one, autopilot disengage. This is the heading select button. This is the auto throttle disengage, and this is the tow gas switch, which you would normally find on the side of the throttle quadrant of a 737. Okay, so these are 5 tips to make your VATSIM flights as easy as possible. I hope these tips have helped you out. If you have any questions or comments about this video, please post them below. So thanks for watching this video on FS2004 Aviation Pro, and I hope to see you next time.